gentlemen, please welcome Chief Executive Officer, Microsoft Corporation, Steve Ballmer.
Well, thanks. It is exciting to have a chance to kick off this Build conference here in Moscone Center in San Francisco. It's hard to get a room in San Francisco, let alone a room for 6,000 of your favorite friends. So we really appreciate and welcome all the folks who are joining us here today in person. We estimate we have about 60,000 people also watching live on webcast. And frankly, we actually have quite a bit to show you today, and we're pretty excited about it. The world is so dynamic, and the amount of incredibly interesting and exciting and valuable work that we'll get a chance to show you today from Microsoft and from our innovation partners, hardware vendors, software developers. It's really amazing. Probably won't show you a lot of Office 365 and Xbox and Skype because we've been kind of sharing that separately, but we got a whole lot of Windows, a whole lot of Windows Phone to talk to you about, a whole lot of Windows Azure, and I think you'll really get a sense on how some of the amazing and cool stuff that's coming really fits together very nicely. I will say probably the number one thing that I'm excited about and the number one thing that I'm happy to be able to do is to welcome you back to a Build conference so quickly after the last Build conference. And it's not even so much about the conference, but it's about the rapid pace of innovation. If there's not one other message that I reach it with in my opening remarks, it's about the transformation that we are going through as a company to move to a absolutely rapid release cycle. Rapid release. I've talked externally about the transformation that we're going through as a company who's a software company to a company that is building software-powered devices and software-powered services. And the only way in which that transformation can possibly be driven is on a principle of rapid release. It's not a one-time thing. We're certainly going to show you Windows 8.1 today, but you can think of that in a sense as the new norm for everything we do, for Windows releases, in addition to what we're doing with devices through our partners, what we're doing with Azure and Office 365. Rapid release cadence is absolutely fundamental to what we're doing and, frankly, to the way we need to mobilize our ecosystem of hardware and software development partners. So the first thing I want everybody to do, whether you actually do it physically in this room, we'll test the Wi-Fi network, but I want everybody to take the opportunity to go download the Windows 8.1 Preview Edition and the version of the Visual Studio tools that allow you to do first-class development for Windows 8.1. Remember, we put Windows 8 systems in market just the end of last year. It was literally November when we started to see Windows 8 systems really coming to the fore. And yet, what you see and what we will show you as we demonstrate Windows 8.1 to you is you see a heck of a lot of movement, a heck of a lot of innovation, a heck of a lot of responsiveness, all coming to market in a very rapid time frame, and with a tool set that ought to enable all of our developers to flourish, to do great work, and help continue to fill out the portfolio of applications that are available for Windows 8. Now, we've been moving quickly, not just with Windows, but also with our Windows Phone software and what we're doing with our OEM partners. And so, in addition to the Windows 8.1 preview, the first thing I want to have a chance to show you is the incredible range of new devices that our partners are bringing to market with Windows Phone. These are incredibly, incredibly beautiful devices. You see here a range of new devices. This is a couple of new Nokias, the 928 and the 925, polycarbonate and polycarbonate and aluminum bodies. They have absolutely the finest camera technology in the market available today. They have beautiful screens. They're thin, they're light, they're available on a wide range of networks, and all have come available here within the last month or two. The software, in my mind's eye, is beautiful. It's beautiful, and it looks like the same software that we have on Windows tablets, Windows PCs, Windows notebooks, and even on our Xbox systems. An additional product that I think is worthy of mention is the Nokia 521. It too is a beautiful product. This product will be sold outside of the United States, primarily in countries where the phone operators do not subsidize. That is, they do not reduce the price of the phone, but this phone will be sold for just over $150. Which is really quite amazing for a product that's this beautiful, this gorgeous, and at this kind of inexpensive price. We're also pleased to announce today, in conjunction with Sprint and with Samsung and HTC, that for the first time, Sprint will be making new Windows 8 phones available on its network. The HTC 8XT and the Samsung Ativ S Neo are coming available on the Sprint network, filling out the range of options that our customers here in the United States have been looking for. A family of beautiful Windows phones available on every network in this country and around the world. And we're really proud of the work that our hardware partners are doing on this collection of beautiful new phones. It's not just about phones, though. It's also about transformation and innovation in the fundamental hardware that we think of as the Windows device. I'm almost not sure whether to talk about Windows devices today, Windows PCs, Windows tablets, Windows notebooks. The PC, the Windows device of today, doesn't look a lot like the PC of 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 15 years ago. And it's really been in this short 7 months since we launched Windows 8 and we turned on the switch with our hardware partners that we've seen an explosion in the range of innovative new devices that are being designed with Windows inside. For the first time today, we'll really spend some time showing you small tablets running Windows. You will all receive, those of you here in person, you will all get an Acer Iconia 8.1-inch Windows 8 machine. Antoine Leblond will show you one here in a minute, but it's a very small tablet. It's a full Windows 8 device. It has full entertainment, full PC capabilities. It comes with Microsoft Office preloaded and literally is flying off the shelves in terms of volume and appreciation. Perfect device for a student, a small, very light device, and yet you can add a keyboard. You have Microsoft Office and the full range of PC applications, enabling kids to do homework and have a little entertainment at the same time. This small tablet form factor is very important. I wouldn't call them PCs, but there will be Windows small tablets. You'll see it, you'll touch it, you'll feel it, and we're going to see a proliferation of Windows small tablet devices here over the course of the next several months. This is innovation that had to be unlocked. We had to do work in Windows, and our partners have had to do work in the semiconductors and in their system designs to really bring the small tablet form factor to life. Second, When we brought out Windows 8, we talked about touch, 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 and more touch. When you went into the stores last Christmas to look for a Windows 8 machine, most of them didn't have touch. And yet, what we've seen in that time frame is a real focusing by our industry ecosystem on bringing Windows 8 touch systems to market. Windows 8 notebooks, Windows 8 touch all-in-ones, touch notebooks. Touch is incredibly valuable in what I might refer to as traditional PC form factors. The advantages of being able to touch your all-in-one, or even the notebook that maybe you use all day, every day, with the mouse and the keyboard powered down, writing code. The ability in a more casual moment to reach out and touch is so obvious. And yet it's really only in the Windows family that we have a range of touch notebooks. And you will see in what we show you here on stage and in what you'll see now in stores, you will see literally an outpouring of new devices that are notebook computers in every respect, and yet have touch fully integrated and accessible. One of the things we have certainly seen in our user research is customers who have Windows 8 on touch systems are much, much happier than other Windows 8 customers, and in fact are even much happier than our Windows 7 customers. And so really getting the ecosystem to come forth with a full product line of Windows 8 touch PCs is incredibly important. The other category of innovation that we're going to show you some here today, I guess I'll call a workhorse two-in-one tablet. I don't know whether to call it a tablet, I don't know whether to call it a PC, because it really, this family of devices really does a first-class job at both of those things. I continuously bring in and try new machines. The newest machine I've tried, which Antoine will demonstrate later, is this Helix device from Lenovo. It's a Core i7 machine. It has all of the security features, TPM, encryption, that anybody would ever want. I find that I get at least a full day of work in terms of battery life. It is light. It's about 2 pounds. It has built-in pen. You say, how can this possibly be a full day battery life with a Core i7? Well, it's touch, it's pen, but it also has a keyboard with built-in battery that turns it literally into the most, oops, you should put it down more carefully in demo areas. It literally makes it the most powerful PC and the most powerful, capable, lightweight tablet that you could carry. Should we call that a PC? Should we call that a tablet? What I call it is all Windows all the time. And I think it really reaches out and touches a need that a lot of people feel. How many of us have gone to a meeting with somebody who brought a tablet, and then when it comes time to actually take notes, writes them down on pencil and paper, or can't get at the spreadsheet that they really need to do their work, or try to use it in terminal emulator mode, or can't write the document really, or they take a half an hour to set up and turn their tablet back into something that approximates a PC. This new category of two-in-ones is what I think all of our developers at Microsoft will want. A lot of time, people just want the desktop, they want a powerful PC or notebook, and yet from time to time you want to be able to kick back with a lightweight, ink-enabled tablet, and we can go both ways with this powerful two-in-one tablet combinations. Third area that I want to highlight where we have a lot of innovation that you will see showcased here during the Build conference is in the area of applications. It really, again, has only been 7 months since we launched Windows 8. And the number of applications that we see coming into the store is phenomenal. But it also to me, is gratifying to see that developers are doing really great work for Windows 8. Flipboard will be announcing their new applications. They're known, of course, for very intuitive visual design. And Mike McHugh, who's the CEO of Flipboard, says, "We aspire to not just create the best Windows application possible, but the best version of Flipboard possible." This new range and family of Windows devices enables that kind of application innovation. Facebook will bring an application to the Windows 8 environment. They're very focused on mobile. That's good. That's very good. Mike Shavers, director of engineering at Facebook, says, "Facebook has always believed in connecting everyone, everywhere, on every device. Given our strong and long-standing partnership with Microsoft, this is an exciting way to advance that vision." The NFL. We recently struck a deal with the NFL to bring its content and applications to a broad set of Microsoft devices, including all Windows tablets, PCs, etc. And today the NFL will be announcing that their fantasy football experience will be available across the range of Windows 8 devices. These join applications just announced even in the last week from Vivo, from Viclone, from Time Out, from Tesco Groceries, Disney's new game Where's My Mickey, and many, many more. Within this month, I think we'll pass the 100,000 application mark in the Windows Store. But of course, as important as those 100,000 applications are, they join a list of literally millions of applications that people use on Windows today. In our instrumented versions of Windows, with your permission, when you feed us back data, we get to see kind of the numbers of applications. We have instrumented versions. And we literally have data that shows us approximately 2 to 3 million applications in production on Windows on a daily basis. They haven't all been moved to the modern user interface. They're not all in the store, but they are essential to the way all of us work and get stuff done every day. And they will move, and they will migrate, and they will continue to be the basis and the evolution for the productivity that drives all of us in our daily lives around the world. The importance of those desktop applications was never more reinforced to us than in the course of the last 6 months. Since we announced and shipped Windows 8, suffice it to say, we pushed boldly in Windows 8, and yet what we found was that we got a lot of feedback from users of those millions of desktop applications that said, if I was to put it in coffee terms, why don't you go refine the blend here? Let's remix the desktop and your modern application experiences. Let's balance them better. Let's complete them better. Let's make it easier to start applications the way we're used to, with the millions of desktop applications that we use to be productive every day. So what we will show you today is a refined blend of our desktop experience and our modern user interface and application experience. You will see that we bring back the Start button to the desktop. You will see that if you want to boot to the desktop, you can boot to the desktop. You will see that we have nonetheless enriched the Start screen and Start menu, but we have brought back the flexibility for you to see all of those many, many applications that you use every day at a simple and quick glance. You will see that we have built into the user experience more multitasking options, so you can have more things up on the screen like you're used to in desktop mode. You can use more screen real estate with multiple monitors. We said, let's reblend the desktop and the modern experience. And let's recognize the fact that it's not just these hundreds of thousands of new applications that are in our store and support the modern touch user interface, but let's also make sure that we have a great path forward for the people using the millions of desktop applications in the world. So we have refined the blend of those two things, and we'll show you that here later today. The last big thing I want to highlight in terms of what we're doing in Windows 8.1, we're doing with Bing. We have put an incredible amount of energy, innovation, brain power into our Bing search engine. And we've built absolutely an unbelievable product. We have consistently improved the experience to the point where today in the United States, we win blind taste tests if you compare results between Bing and Google. We have gained market share consistently since the launch of Bing here in the United States. But the time has come now to also use Bing in new ways, to use Bing to harness it, to help improve the fundamental usability of Windows devices and Windows applications. So with Windows 8.1, I would say Bing is inside. Our shell experience is powered by Bing. You'll see that we're opening up Bing as an application development platform for all of you as Windows developers so that you can use all of this investment we've put into crawling the web and understanding entities. You can use that, see that, and build that richness into your applications running on top of Windows. So I would say we have moved from Bing Super and outside. You'll see Bing inside the whole family of Windows devices and the cool new applications that all of you are building. To show you some of these innovations, to demonstrate them to you, we're going to have Julie Larson-Green, who runs our Windows group, Antoine Leblond, who runs program management and kind of design conceptualization for Windows, and Gurdeep Singh Paul from our Bing team come on out and show you some of the exciting innovations that I had a chance to talk to you about. I'll rejoin you in a little bit, but welcome Julie and enjoy the show.
Okay, thanks, Steve. So I've got a demo to show you, but the most exciting feature that you'll see is the fact that we're here in 8 months with an update that shows how much more responsive our engineering has become. Now, I remember when I was here at the developer conference for Windows 7, and we were really proud of that release. It unlocked a whole new generation of PCs called Ultrabooks, and those were the best ones that were ever made at the time. They were really a breakthrough products. And then when I came back exactly 3 years later to unveil Windows 8. And it was about enabling another generation of PCs, tablets that can do everything. Windows 8 was the most ambitious vision for Windows ever, one that introduced a new platform, experience, app model, and more. So today, I'm going to show you Windows 8.1. It's an update that refines the vision of Windows 8. And it's responsive to the latest industry trends, from supporting the newest silicon to the widest range of devices. At the same time, we've been delivering continuous improvement. We've had over 800 updates to Windows since we launched in November that address everything from performance, efficiency, to the look and feel and new features in the product. We designed 8.1 to feel natural on everything from the new mini small tablets up to large, powerful workstations. And so I'm going to give you a glance at all of those things. Right here I have the one that Steve was talking about, the Acer 8-inch. I'm going to go over and show you a little bit about how we've designed the system to work really great with these devices. I'm going to use the one connected to the projector. And here I am with the new start screen for the small device. Works great in portrait mode. These devices are really easy to carry around in your bag or your purse, and are great for reading. So we have Nook Reader right here. But we didn't really just stop there. We also rethought the way that you can be productive on these small devices and came up with some innovative ways to use an on-screen keyboard. So I'm going to go to Twitter. No internet connection. That will make it hard to tweet. And right away, you see an application that was designed, or an app designed for this 8-inch portrait form factor. So here's the on-screen keyboard, and I'm at the build keynote. It started at 9. I'm going to tweet that. So as I start typing, immediately you start to see the suggestions at the top. It has B, build, Bing as suggestions for me. Normally, I would take my hands away from the keyboard, go to the top, press one of those, and continue typing. With Windows 8.1, we've added gestures to the on-screen keyboard. So as I slide my finger on the space bar, it selects across, I see the one that I want, I tap, and it gives me the word. I do that again, so I'm just going to slide my finger on the space bar, right across, and tap, and the word. I'm going to type at. Another way that we do gestures is on the keypad itself. So one of the things that's most annoying about an on-screen keyboard is going to the keypad for numbers and then coming back and typing. So instead, with Windows 8.1, I can use a gesture to slide up and put in a number. So here I go with 9. Slide up. Whoop, I slid the whole thing. Slide up for the colon, 0, 0. And to show you what I'm doing here, I'm going to press and hold on the question mark. Now I can slide in any direction to get my exclamation point or pound sign or anything else I want. And it's just that easy. So when we launched Windows 8, it was on these larger tablets that can do everything. And it was all about making you productive and helping you get things done that you wanted to go do. Some of the things that we've improved in Windows 8.1 are around email, around searching, that Steve talked about before, and also with entertainment. So I'm going to take you through some of those things. Go to my email. Now, we did a big update that hopefully many of you got in February for the mail client. We added all kinds of new capabilities, and we've been improving it ever since. What I'm going to show you here are some of the capabilities that help you really manage your inbox content and the innovations we're putting in when we release. This isn't in your preview build, but it will be there in the fall when we come out. So right away, I have what's called the power pane here on the left-hand side, and makes it very easy for me to filter and find things that are in my inbox. So I press on social, and it gives me all my social updates, all in a glance. I can see everything that's been coming from my Facebook feed or anything else that I have connected here. I have my favorite people that I can get to really quickly, or get to an individual. I also have newsletters. Because if you're like me, you're getting many of these newsletters every day, sometimes many times a day, and it fills up your inbox. So we've added the capability to sweep these away. So if I go in and select one of these, I get Living Social, use the sweep command, and I can delete them all at once. I can delete all but the latest, and then as they come in, it automatically will update and set it aside for me so I don't have to manage all that content all at once. So I'm going to go ahead and delete all of these and sweep them away. So Steve was talking about Bing and how Bing powers Windows. And we introduced the search term in Windows 8. And the search term in Windows 8, it could search through a variety of contexts. What we've done in 8.1 is make it the one box that just does it all. It's the place you're going to go for everything. It's like the modern command line to your system. It can bring back results from the web, from your local drive, from the control panel, from apps on your system. It's the one place you go to get to everything you want to do. And with 20 billion searches that were done in the US alone in 1 month, we know it's a way that people like to use their PC. So here I am with all those results. I have my SkyDrive, Store, everything that starts with S. I'm going to continue typing, and we're going to go get some results for San Francisco. So this smart search brings back the results from everywhere. So I have the weather, I have maps, I have attractions that are popular and known to be in San Francisco. I have web results with little pictures of the pages that I would get. And so it's a one-stop shop to find out everything I might want to do in the relevance of things in San Francisco. So I'm going to go look at the weather. And as part of the search experience, it just takes me right to the weather. I can look at the city, look at the temperature, and go right back to search. I can go right to a map of the city. I have little stars of things that I've selected here. I'm going to select on a restaurant, Aziza, and built right into the whole search experience is the ability to go look at that restaurant, find the menu, go to OpenTable, make a reservation, making it very easy and seamless. Search is not just a list of links, it's things you can do. So I'm going to go over here and search for something else. There's a band playing this week that I've heard of called Fits in the Tantrums. I'll show you another one of these. This is like an app that's been built on the fly for Fits in the Tantrums. It tells me the genre, I can play songs, I can read about it, look at videos, find things on the internet, just very quickly and simply get that built right up for me. And I can play things right from here. So I'm going to play this song, 6 a.m. So I didn't own that song. That used Xbox Music app to go find the song and play it for me, stream it for me automatically without me having to do anything. Because free music streaming comes with Xbox Music. It's built into Windows 8. So the Xbox Music app has been completely redesigned to focus on playing content. We were focusing on discovery before, but really what you want to do with a music app is you want to go and play. And so it starts from your collection. I also have a new radio feature where I can create playlists and create new stations and enter artists. And they have this one new feature that is so cool. I've never seen it before in any kind of music app. I'll show you how it works. I'm going to go back here to the browser. And this is just a regular music web page. It's just a site on the internet. You guys can go there now and take a look at it. It has the lineup for the Second Wave Festival, and it just lists all the bands that are going to be playing. I can share this site using the charms to the music app. It's going to automatically comb through that website and create a playlist using the streaming music from all those bands. And then when I go back there, I automatically have a playlist all created for me. Pretty cool. Okay, so those touch machines, tablets, you're using them, you're touching them all the time. Pretty soon, every screen that you have is going to be touch. And here's this all-in-one. It's a great 27-inch Dell PC touch machine. And we're finding these more and more in public areas of the home. They're in the living room, they're in your kitchen, they're sitting here, and we've made them much more beautiful in Windows 8.1 with a live slideshow of all your pictures. These pictures come from SkyDrive, where your pictures are stored, or from your local hard drive, and they just go with you. They're organized by date, so if your birthday was this week, next year at the same time, pictures from that birthday event are going to show up there. But it's not just sitting around looking beautiful, it's also ready to go at a moment's notice. On the lock screen, Jensen, right on cue. Okay, did you see what I did there? I opened it right from the lock screen without being logged in.
Hi, Julie, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can do that with camera as well. You can just slide down from the top with your tablet and take a picture without logging in.
Yeah, you didn't have to enter a password or a PIN or anything. You just got instant video chat right from the lock screen.
Absolutely.
Device.
I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Log in. Okay. Start screen. So Steve's talked some about the start screen and all the capabilities of the start screen. And it is designed for all sizes of screen, and it looks great on this big screen. I have all the things that I do every day sitting right here. I have a beautiful background. We've added lots of personalization. I'll show you a couple of things here. I'm going to go to this dragon one, this bright, colorful one. and show you, see how I'm sliding the tiles and the dragon is moving behind there? I'll do one more. So I got the robots. Now watch on the bottom here as I move and the gears are turning. And you can just customize it to look any way you want. Now when you install apps from the store, they're going to go into all programs. And we made all programs much easier to get to. It works just like it does on Windows Phone. So as I scroll up to the top, all programs are just right there. Just swipe up and swipe back down. I'll do that again. And when you're in this view, you can filter and sort by a number of different things. You can sort by date installed, by most used, by category, making it easy for me to find all the things that are on my system. So I'm going to go by date installed, and you see the little new that I just recently installed Urban Spoon, and it's ready there for me to go. So I'm going to talk a little bit about SkyDrive and the services that are backed up behind Windows 8. So I talked before about having your photos in the cloud, in SkyDrive, making it easy for you to get your beautiful lock screen. And SkyDrive is where you're going to store all of your documents, your photos, your music, and everything that you want to keep, all the content that you want to keep on your system. We also have a number of other services that come with Windows that roam your content across, that roam your apps across, your settings, your favorites. We also have Outlook, which powers your email, and the Xbox Music and Video service. And they're all available from all of your Windows devices, even your Windows Phone. So I'm going to go here into Pictures, show you a couple new things. So we have picture editing built right into Windows 8.1. There's a bunch of presets that make it very easy for you to go and customize the look of your photo. We have some detailed ways to go do that. I'm going to play with the saturation and desaturate it here. And this is some of the new controls that you'll find when you start creating your applications. A bunch of these kinds of cool new things for your apps. It makes it very easy to go and create a beautiful interface on top of the pictures. There's going to be all kinds of new apps coming in Windows 8.1. Every app in the box is either new or updated and refined from 8.0. I'm going to show you one here. Keep going a little further. There we go. It's called Food and Drink. And it's a new app that has everything you can find about cooking. It has tips and techniques. It has videos of chefs. It has recipes. It has a shopping list. It has a meal planner. It also has another very cool new feature. So when I get in here, this is sitting in your kitchen, you're using your tablet, and you're cooking. Your hands are sometimes kind of messy. And so we've learned by watching folks do this that it would be really nice to add something that we call hands-free mode. So I'm going to press the hands-free mode. It's going to turn on the camera, and then I'm going to be able to use the camera itself to go ahead and advance through the recipes. So I'm going to sit here and go, shoot, without touching the screen. No messy hands. It's pretty cool. So you find all kinds of new things. So this screen is big, but it's really not the biggest screen that I have in my house. The biggest screen in my house would be my television. And Windows 8.1 makes it really easy for you to stream content from one device to another. So I'm going to open up the Xbox Video, and I have Star Trek playing here, and I'm going to play it to my Xbox One. Swipe out to Devices, Play, Xbox One. I never get to finish watching that movie. I only get to see that much. Okay, so you guys out in the audience, you build applications. Steve was talking about the importance and the power of the desktop. So I'm going to show you some things about working on the desktop. Here we are, booted straight into the desktop, which is an option for you in Windows 8.1. We love the desktop. We're proud of the desktop. And we've been making refinements to the desktop to bring the modern world and the desktop world together. So as I go down to the new Start button down here in the bottom left-hand corner and click it, it brings up the Start screen. I'll do that for you again. And see how the tiles float right over the background for your desktop. So it's very seamless and smooth, not at all jarring. And then from here, you can get into your, I use my scroll wheel, get into your all programs. And you can choose to default to this view. You can default to your desktop applications or all apps and get right here and continue working in a very quick and efficient way. You can see 4 times more apps on the screen at a time than you ever could with the Start menu, making it really easy to find what you want to go do and go do it. Another part of being on the desktop is about windowing and multitasking. And we've added improvements in 8.1 for that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and launch Outlook. And I have an email message here with a link in it. I'll click that link. And we're going to automatically go ahead and snap those two side by side. I've been using this, and it's a really incredible way to work, especially on large screen monitors. So here I am. And you're no longer constrained by the 1/3, 2/3 split. It can be any size you want. And it doesn't stop. Great. And it doesn't stop there. I can also right-click on a link and open in a new window and have more than 2 things on the screen at a time. So I can compose my email and view an email at the same time. So if you're a developer, you're probably also using Multimon, right? And so we've made a ton of improvements there as well. Check this out. So we have 8 windows on 2 monitors, 1 PC, powering 2 monitors. It's okay to clap. And so you can set it up exactly how you want. You can resize those windows, you can move them from one to the other, and they're blended together in a way that makes it really, really productive for you to go and work. Speaking of productive, there's one set of applications that are really synonymous with productivity and have been on the PC forever, and that's Office. And so I have a preview of an alpha version of PowerPoint that I'm showing for the very first time to show you the power of the WinRT platform and how our applications are moving forward into the modern world. So I'm going to launch PowerPoint. This is a WinRT version of PowerPoint. I'm going to go ahead and dock it at the top. And right now what we have working is a viewer. So I'm going to browse to SkyDrive, the default place to go and get files from. Open this presentation, and you're going to see right away that transitions, high-quality graphics, video. I mean, PowerPoint's a pretty resource-intensive application, so this really shows the power of what you can do in Windows RT. And then there's also the benefits of being a modern application for PowerPoint. It can show up in the store. It gets automatic updates to your apps automatically, and that's new in Windows 8.1. You can take advantage of the system and participate in notifications and contracts, and of course you get touch. And all of this works on both ARM and x86, from the smallest, tiniest tablet to the largest, most powerful workstation. And so it's all there ready for you to get going and building great new apps. So 8.1 is Windows 8 refined. And I'm going to ask Antoine Leblond to come out now and get us started on showing you how to do it. Thank you very much.